Cardinal head, and we're underway with this Gopher Conference game. Yeah, we made it in plenty of time, too. Probably shouldn't say that. As Kittleson gets the ball, goes right to the basket and scores. This Drew Kittleson, just fun to watch. We saw him against Kenyon Wanamingo the other night. They lost to the Knights. And playing just the other night, Cardinals have a turnover on their first offensive possession, and coming racing down the lane is Miller. He goes up and he comes down with the ball. That's a travel. So some pressure put on here. They put Kittleson at the top, and I thought when they made that adjustment against Kenyon Wanamingo, it was huge. As the Cardinals look to bring the ball up against the pressure, Stropman, and they're taking a little time here. And they didn't make it. They didn't make it in the 10 seconds. So another turnover for the Cardinals. Conclusion of our game, we'll have our Cashwise Foods and Pharmacy of Owatonna delivery of the game as Miller goes right to the basket again, and he travels again. According to the official, and Miller's limping a little bit. He might have banged his knee on the floor. So the Cardinals are trying to break this press again. A cross-court pass. Stropman gets it to Malika. Malika passes across the timeline. They bounce it underneath and then get it in the corner to Dienst on the left wing. Rob, top of the key. Malika fakes the three, goes down the lane, shoots it off glass, no good. Rebound yanked down by Jordison. He'll bring the ball up. Passes a two-hand chest pass in the right corner. Christensen on the block. There's the load. He scores again. This Drew Kittleson just brings his lunch pail, and now he just intercepted a pass. Another turnover. Going in, Kittleson missed. I think he was going to dunk it. The ball is turned over again by the Cardinals. 4 turnovers. They've had one shot. 16:26 to go, first half, down 4-0. The Awesome Blossoms of Blooming Prairie, who have 2 wins on the season, one of them against the Cardinals at their place, and another travel was just called on Blooming Prairie. 3 turnovers, all travels. So the press is giving them fits. A little too tentative against it. Bringing it across the timeline is Robb, and he'll get fouled by Miller. Alex Miller, a senior, Cade Robb, a senior, so they probably played against each other all the way up. Robb will inbound it. Now, more fans are allowed in the stands now. At least that's what I was told by a bunch of coaches on our coaches show. And the governor relaxing some of that. As on the right wing is Bo Dienst. If Dusty was here, it would be news. Here's a triple, no good by Robb. Rebound taken down by Feebigger. He gets it out to Miller. Miller looks to set up the offense against the Cardinal defense. They pass it on the block, and a turnover by Blooming Prairie. So both teams have 4 turnovers, 8 total turnovers, and 4 total points. Cardinals have yet to get on the scoreboard. As Riley Kangas, number 44, and number 15, Justin Simmons, check in. Simmons had a great game against United Christian Academy earlier this week out of Bloomington. Here comes the full court pass. Simmons goes in, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Jordison. So Stropman will inbound it underneath the Cardinal basket. They're going right to left in your radio dial, and they throw it out of bounds. 5th turnover for the Cardinals. Now, they're not used to playing this time of day, I'll say that. I mean, both teams are in that boat, but you can tell they're not exactly ready to play ball. As in the game is Knotts, one of the Knotts twins. There's a Miller 3 that didn't come close. Rebound Stropman. And he puts his head down, look out. Bounces it left side to Robb. He wanted to go reverse, and he got hammered. Good sportsmanship there. Gets helped up by Chris Knotts, the senior twins. Wow. I guess they didn't call a foul. There's a lot of contact there. As bringing the ball up is Miller, left to right. passes it, and it's turned over again. Man, oh man. And the Cardinals almost turned it right back. Robb down the lane, goes up, and they call that one on Kittleson, his first. Well, I'm sure the Cardinals would love to get Kittleson in foul trouble if they could. And obviously Blooming Prairie needs him on the floor. He's got all their points. So Robb at the charity stripe. 5'9" senior. Rims in the first one, and the Cardinals are on the board. Checking in for the Cardinals. Going to be Zachary Donkers, the 6'1" sophomore. Sitting down will be Dienst. That's Bull. And Robb makes them both. 4-2, Awesome Blossoms. 2-2, points off turnovers. Miller brings it up. Pass goes left side to Knotts. Knotts goes baseline. Was shut off initially. Diddleson couldn't get the rebound, which is pretty rare. Robb comes up the floor. Man, he was snatching him the other day against Kenny Wanamingo like nobody's business, and Donkers misses a three. Rebound goes out of bounds. They say it belongs to the Cardinals. But Kittleson and Kangas were both going after it. As J.J. Malika checks in for Kangas. They line up like dominoes right side of the lane. Stropman gets it in the corner. Malika drives baseline, stops, spins, gets it over to Stropman. Top of the key, Robb. Now back to Stropman inside the three-point line, and he buries it. Just inside the three-point line, we got a tie game. As Miller looks to bring the ball up against pressure by the Cardinals. Miller took it all by himself. They get it underneath to Knotts. Knotts gets the baseline, and the layup is good. That's Chris Knotts. Got to keep my Knotts straight. He and his twin brother. And you'll see they're twins. If you're watching the video of this, it's going to be on FCTV. Ball's bounced out of bounds, and the Cardinals just turned it over for the 7th time. We have 10 total points. We have 12 total turnovers. Is Miller. Jordison brings it across. Back to Miller. What the pressure doesn't always get you turnovers. It gets you to speed them up, and that's a triple by Chris Knotts. He's got 5 already, and it's 9-4. And it's 5-2 in points off turnovers in favor of Blooming Prairie. Behind the back dribble to free himself. Stropman hits it. The defender fell down, Knotts, and Stropman buried it. He's got 4, and it's 9-6. As Blooming Prairie breaks the press. Jordison almost traveled. He'll stop, pop a triple. It's no good. Rebound taken down by Simmons. He'll get it over to Stropman. Stropman about the Cardinal head, bounces it right side to Robb. They get it to J.J. Malika. Here's Stropman. He's feeling it, and he misses the three. Rebound taken down by Kittleson. I love the way he goes up with both hands. Jordison passes in the corner, and we're going to have a foul called on Malika. As checking in will be Mr. King. Charles King, 6'6" sophomore. For the Cardinals, he wears number 10. They're taping this for FCTV purposes, so that's why I'm throwing out some numbers here. Typically don't do that necessarily on the radio. Feebigger goes right to the basket. What a rejection by Smith. He rejected another one, but he followed through. It was an emphatic block, but he did follow through, and Feebigger will go to the free throw line, the senior, who does not feel superstitious at all with number 13 on his uniform. That's my old baseball number. Nobody wanted it. I said I'll take it. He makes the first one. By the way, this morning, I know this is going to sound weird, but I had leftover Chinese for breakfast, right? I hadn't have a fortune in my fortune cookie. I've never had that happen before. As he made one, missed one, and ball's going to belong to Cardinals. The guy who, Christensen, I think, rebounded it, went out of bounds. There's not a lot of room between the wall and the end line here at Van Orso, or the sideline as well. As Stropman passes it to King. King curls toward the basket, passes it underneath. He's too far underneath Smith. Here's a triple, and it is good by Donkers. Nice, in control, like he'd done it before, right? 10-9. Blooming Prairie leads it. This could be one of those overtime games. Christensen's out front, gets a screen, doesn't use it. Hands it off on the right side to Knotts. And again, this is Jacob Knotts. They're both seniors, they're twins. Down the lane, Miller goes up, and a foul's going to be called on the Cardinals. Dean's getting ready to check back in. It's going to be on King. Also, Rob getting ready to check back in, too, for BA. As Miller is at the free throw line. Alex, the senior, missed it. They'll have another. They're 1 for 3 from the line. They were 7 of 14 against Kenyon Wanamingo the other night. That was Thursday night. In the castle, we had the game on the radio. It was a lot of fun. Miller's next free throw is up. It rims out. Rebound taken down by Simmons. That guy's going up right before our eyes. Rob passes into the right corner. King quickly gets it underneath. There's Simmons with his typical layup. He just has a knack. Just has a knack to get under that basket and score. He can make his layups. See, if you can make layups, you can score a lot of points. Shots up, no good. Rebound taken on by Rob. Christensen took the shot. No pressure when they miss baskets. Rob brings it across. Goes in that red paint, goes to the basket. There was some contact, and a foul is called. Going to be against Feebigger. The seniors first. Each team with 4 fouls here with 11:40 to go in the first half. Conclusion of our game, we'll have our Malika's auto body. Crunch time. Faribault players of the game as Rob missed the first free throw. If he makes this, he can give his team a 2-point lead, and he does. It's a swish. My, oh my, we got wholesale substitutions here for Blooming Prairie. 4 guys are coming in. Let's see, Kittleson, Jordison. Both Knottses are in there now, so good luck keeping them straight. One's 14, the other's 21. And they're twins. I was told by one of the fans that one's a little wider than the other. Not by a lot. Kittleson has it on the right wing, gets the top to Jordison, fakes the 3, looks to dribble into the paint, gets shut off by Rob nicely there. Pass dumped off to Knotts and is stolen away. And then we're going to have a foul on Knotts. Simmons got the steal. It'll be on Jacob Knotts. Jacob is 14 and Chris is 21. Rob passes it on the left wing to King. Out front to Rob. Rob looks inside, running baseline again with Simmons, who has that knack to get those layups. Deans down, bounces it right side. They get it to King. Good play. King gets a basket, a layup basically, and just good ball movement that time, and good movement of the body as well, you know. I am not a big fan of offenses that stand around a lot. Knotts tries to bounce it inside to Kittleson. It's stolen away. Coming back the other way. 14-10 leaders are the Cardinals as Malika tries to dump it off, and we got a tie-up. Ready to dump it off to Simmons there. Strotman's going to check in, and Malika's going to have a seat. So Dienst will inbound the ball. Bo, the 5'11 senior. White headband, bounces it in the left corner to Strotman. Out front to King. King back to Dienst, and the catch can't be made. 8th turnover by the Cardinals. 7 for Blooming Prairie. It's 14-10, BA leads. Cody Kosfeld here at the KDHL Sports microphone from Van Orso Auditorium. Gopher Conference basketball, boys. Strotman knocked the ball out of bounds. They tried to throw it on the wing. They still get possession. Blooming Prairie in the corner. Rob will be on the inbounds passer, Jordison. Kittleson's on the low block. It's number 11. He gets the ball. Puts the ball on the deck. Hands it off. Shot smack dab in the middle of the lane. No good. Rebound taken down. Boy, they boxed out Kittleson well. He had a lot of rebounds on Thursday. Robb comes flying up the floor, looks to dribble, penetrate, baseline, and dumps it off. There's no free layup there for Simmons. He gets it knocked out of bounds. But it'll be Cardinal ball. Line up too high, too low post. Get it back out to Robb. Swing it to King now in the corner to Stropman. Just inside the three-point line. Missed everything. Rebound taken down by Knotts. Knotts passed it across the floor. And again, I got to keep my Knotts straight. That's Chris. As Jordison brings it up. Guarded by Robb. Passes it right side to Knotts. Knotts tries to get it into Kittleson. Kittleson shoots the shot. No good. That's a good matchup there with Stropman. He's also a good football player like Kittleson. That's going to be fun to watch here I was going to say afternoon, but it's still morning. I don't know if any of you had a Chinese fortune cookie that didn't have a fortune in it. I don't know what that means, but I might have a bad day. 14-10. Cardinals lead it. Robb looks to bring the ball up, and Christensen is getting after him. Pass across the timeline to Deans. Deans spins, quickly gets it in the corner to Kangas. 15-footer's no good. Rebound taken down by Simmons, and again off glass. Man, he has mastered that. He's got 4, and it's 16-10 Cardinals. Miller has the ball, the volleyball attack line, and we're going to have a foul inside. It's going to be on Stropman. He and Kittleson are really going at it. It's fun to watch. Neither one of them are afraid to be physical. Miller passes it on the baseline right under the basket. Missed the layup. Did Feeberger. He'll go to the free throw line, though. Ball's going to be on Simmons, I think. And it is. So Feeberger at the free throw line again. He's 1 for 2. He makes that one. 9 minutes, 10 seconds to go till halftime. It's 16-11 Cardinals. It's kind of a barometer game for BA. As I told you before, they lost at Blooming Prairie by 21. And they think they've really improved since then. Here's a turnover by the Cardinals. And that 5-point lead is not feeling too comfortable right now for Coach Hager. Feeberger goes down the lane, passes it on the right, well, tried to. Dienst comes up with it, goes the other way. Dienst almost had it stolen, gets it back, goes back up, and there's going to be a foul here. I think it's going to be on Jordison. But we'll see for sure. Yes, it is. Collins second. So Dienst is at the free throw line for the first time tonight, and he missed it. 3 of 5 from the charity stripe of the Cardinals. 2 of 6 on the Blossoms. As I told you, they were 7 of 14. In fact, main reason they lost that game at Kenyon Wanamingo Thursday was free throws. He missed the second one. Rebound came down to Christensen. Cole Christensen, the senior. Miller has it for Blooming Prairie. Moving left to right. Left side goes with it to Jordison. Kind of a lazy pass gets stolen by Donkers. Donkers up the far sideline. Shifted into a couple different gears. They get it out front to Smith. He'll bounce it over to Robb. Tries to pass it inside. It gets stolen away. Coming back the other way, Feeberger. Nice feed. Layup missed, but tip in. Good by Kittleson. Boy, brings his lunch pail to the game. Cardinals, Malika. Trying to get him back under control here. Dienst is going to shoot a 3. It's no good. He gets his rebound, throws it in off the back of the backboard. Almost made the circus pass. I guess technically that is a turnover. That'd be their 11th. 16-13 is the score. Cardinals lead, so a 3 here would tie it as Miller brings it across the Cardinal head. As menacing a Cardinal as you'll see. Driving left side, stopping, popping is Feeberger, and they're going to call him for an offensive foul. He lowered the shoulder. What the official said. His second foul, and they lose that possession. They have 8 turnovers. Again, Kittleson's at the top of this press. which gave the Cardinals fits earlier. Donkers catches it. Almost walked. Pass goes to Dienst. Swings it on the left side. Wide open three. Malika buries it. JJ says, take that. His first bucket, and it's 19-13 Cardinals. Pass goes on the right wing. They look to get the ball inside as Luke Larkowski's in the game, a senior, number 25, Kittleson on the right wing. Takes a couple of dribbles, backs up, hands it off to Miller. Miller goes all the way to the top of the key, swings it on the left side. Long three is no good. And again, Kittleson got boxed out nicely there as Rob brings it up the floor. Kittleson absolutely dominated first half against Kenny Wanamingo on the glass. Rob goes to his left hand in between the legs. They sag off him a little bit, passes it over to Donkers. Hit a big three earlier in the corner to Malika, just hit a three, and the ball's stolen away by Blooming Prairie. They come back the other way. Down by 6, 19-13 with 6:37 to go in the half. Fiebigger passes it to Christensen, guarded by Dienst. Takes a dribble, another. Wanted to pass it to Kittleson coming down the lane. It ends up in another turnover. Rob fakes the pass, goes left, down the baseline, reverse layup, and he scores. You can tell he's played in this gym a few times because there's not a lot of room down on that baseline to the wall. Pass on the left wing, and we're going to have a foul called on Rob, who does a nice sportsmanship thing and helps up Mr. Miller. Gets called for the foul. Miller's over 2 at the line as Charles King will check in, and Dienst will have a seat. 6 minutes, 8 seconds to go in this half. Cardinals have an 8-point lead. Now, they lost by 21 to this team in Blooming Prairie, so this is impressive. Free throw is in and out, no good. Rebound taken down by Smith. Man, oh man, Miller's got to feel snake bit on that free throw. Malika gets it over to Rob. Rob throws it all the way down court to Donkers, who nearly, well, one of the players for Blooming Prairie almost caught the ball out of bounds. Pass goes left side to Donkers. He'll get it on the low block on the right wing. That was Smith who had it on the low block. And trying to get it back to him was Rob, and Smith wasn't looking for it. Ends up in another turnover. That's the 13th turnover by the Cardinals. If you were to tell me before the game they had 13 turnovers in the first half, I wouldn't think they had an 8-point lead. But 9 turnovers as well for Blooming Prairie. They're playing hot potato with the basketball. Bounce pass on the low block to Kittleson. Wants to back down. He does. Goes in. Missed it. Good job by Malika to stay with him. He'll pass it on the right side to Rob. Rob underneath the basket to Smith in the corner. They're going to have a foul called, I think, on Notch. That's Jacob. That would be his second. And it is. Simmons is going to check back in. Malik is going to sit down. 21-13, Cardinals lead it. We've got a timeout with 5:29 to go in the first half. We'll be back. Elliott Smith missed a free throw, and so the Blooming Prairie Awesome Blossoms will bring the ball up the floor with the Cardinals up 21-13, 5:17 to go in the first half. Miller brings the ball up, high screen by Kittleson, tosses it on the left side. They get it to Larkowski. Now back to Christensen. Blooming Prairie, good spacing on the floor as Miller gets it in the corner. He'll pass it out front. They swing it all the way around to Kittleson. Wants to go that right baseline, and he comes up short again. Good defense by the Cardinals on Kittleson. Pass comes up to Donkers. Donkers looking for somebody. Passes it to King. Quickly gets it inside. Simmons off glass. He's so good at that. You can do that. You can score a lot of points. He's got 6. He had 16 the other night just by doing what you just heard and saw. Shots up, no good. Rebound taken out. Boy, King was being held. I mean, really held. and they say it was a alternate possession tie-up, and so Blooming Prairie gets the ball. 4:28 to go in the half. A 10-point Cardinal lead. Miller, and they really are playing good defense. Pass goes on the right side to Miller. Miller, again, great defense. They want to get the ball into Kittleson, and Smith said, Just jumped around and knocked that ball away. Blooming Prairie will inbound the ball here. This is Alex Pillar. Passes it on the right side to Miller. Swings it over to Christensen for three. It's no good. And again, a nice box out of Kittleson as Rob brings it up the floor. Dribbles to his left. He'll pass it underneath. Smith, layup, missed it. Rebound put back up by Simmons, no good. Rebound, battle for, and Dienst snatches it. They get it over to Rob, back to Dienst for three, and it's good! Bo Dienst hits a big triple, and it's a 13-point lead in the Cardinals. Really D'ing it up here in the first half. Miller looks to dribble to his right. And his left bounces it on the left side. Now they get it back to Miller. He's going to shoot a three. It's no good. Rimmed out. Rebound taken down by Christensen. Blocked by King. Blocked again by King. Little jump stop. Now they get it back to Miller for three, and it's bottom of the net. Miller hits his first bucket. They throw all the way down the floor to Simmons. Simmons says, I get another layup. And it's good. He threw up a little floater. He's got 8 points, and it's 28-16. The Cardinals have found themselves a scorer here. He does not miss much because he gets a lot of layups. Here's a three, and it's good. By Larkowski, as both teams kind of heating it up now. 28-19 with 2:55 to go in the first half. Woody Kosfeld here at the KDHL Sports microphone as Rob throws it on the left side to Smith. Smith wanted to bounce it to Simmons, who planted himself under the basket again, but Kittleson knocks it out of bounds. 2 minutes, 46 seconds to go here in the first half. It's 28-19. Cardinals lead it. Pass goes right side to Dienst. He'll dribble to his left, guarded by Miller. Now, Blooming Prairie played some man early against Kenny Wanamingo and played it very well. And then they switched it up a bit, which I love. Rob throws it right side. It's almost, well, it is stolen away. Miller's going to come back the other way, try to circus shot, and he gets fouled. Fourteen turnovers by the Cardinals. And they're up by 9. Miller at the free throw line is 0 for 3. And he's 0 for 4. Got the yellow shoestrings and yellow tennies. I like that. And he makes the second one. He's got 4 points. 28-20. Cardinals lead it with 2:24 to go in the half. And Cardinals want to be careful with the ball. Just as I say that, he throws it out of bounds. Turnover number 15. 15 turnovers, and they have 28 points, and they're up by 8. (28-20) is our score. Faribault Bethlehem Academy at home, feeling at home. They're ahead. We're approaching 2 minutes to go in the first half. Knotts has the ball for Blooming Prairie, moving left to right. Miller gets it out front. Blooming Prairie gets it inside to Knotts. Knotts' little hook shot under the basket, missed it. Rebound taken down by Strotman, who gets it over to Dienst. Dienst across that red center line, hands it off right side to Rob. Dribbles to his left. Cardinals don't need to be in any hurry. They're up by 8. They're improving their spacing here as Rob gets it to high post to Malika. Simmons is running that baseline. He does it well in the corner. Strotman hits a three from the corner. Brady Strotman has 7 points, and it's 31-20 Cardinals with 1:21 to go in a half. Larkowski wanted to get it on the block to Knotts. Fronted by Simmons. He knocks it away to Simmons. Ends up in another turnover, and we're going to have a travel called on the Cardinals. Number 16 on there. ledger. So King checks in. Stropman will get a breather with 1:11 to go in the half. Tarkovsky comes to his coach. Asks him what play they want to run. He'll throw it out front to Miller. On the floor with Knotts, Christensen. Got to get my Knotts straight. That's Chris. And in the corner is Kittleson. Boy, they've really done a good job on him since early when he got the first couple of buckets. Kittleson has 6 points total in this half. He had 11 Thursday at Kenyon Wanamingo. And finished the night with 19. So Chris Knotts, who has 5 points, missed the free throw. Rebound taken down by Simmons. Elliott Smith getting ready to check in as Robb brings the ball up, gets it in the corner to Dienst, being guarded by Knotts. Bounces it out front to Robb. Miller tried to gamble on it, but couldn't get the steal. Pass right side to Dienst. 42 seconds. They're up by 11. And Robb's going to go to the basket, and there's going to be a foul on Blooming Prairie. Blocking foul. Going to be on Cole Christensen. His first. Cade Robb, who's 3 for 4 from the free throw line, heads there again. And he makes it. Donker's getting ready to check in too, so Smith and Donkers come in. Simmons and Dienst will have cushion chairs to sit on. Didn't have those when I was a kid. No cushion chairs. We sat on metal bleachers. He makes them both. So, Miller brings the ball up left to right. Cardinals are up by 13. If I sound shocked, it's because they have 16 turnovers. Dribbling to his left is Miller. Shoots the three, missed it. Rebound, Knotts. He goes back up and kisses it off window. Chris Knotts has 7. Want to make sure he was okay. He came out kind of stumbling a little bit, and his mask, I think, come unhinged. So he's got to get a different mask. That's something that this year will never be forgotten for, right? These kids, when they had their school reunions, are going to be talking about how they had to wear masks playing basketball. And they got it done. Robb brings the ball up, right to left. Gets it to King. Out front now, back to Robb. 5 seconds. They're going to go for that last shot. They better hurry. 2 seconds. Smith shoots from the free throw line, no good, but that's the half. And a good half for the Cardinals. They played Albert Lee. It was a good game. We had that on the radio, too, in Albert Lee. And Cardinals, or I should say the Falcons, just couldn't stay out of the penalty box. They can do that. They got a good shot. Stropman passes it out to Dienst. Starters are back on the floor for both these teams, and they just turned the ball over. Start the second half. Number 17. 33-22. Bethlehem Academy leads. There's Alex Miller, Mitchell Fieberger, Drew Kittleson, Colin Jordison, and Alex Pillar on the floor. Kittleson, he gets a lot of attention. Here's a three from the corner, and it's good. Jordison hits a triple. He had a couple of those against the Knights. 12 points now off turnovers, and they just turned it over again. Kittleson gets the steal, goes in, shoots the shot. He made it. No! They're going to give him an offensive foul. Did they count the bucket? I don't think so. He really didn't say, but I guess they didn't. Kittleson's second foul. That was a big with a capital B, a capital I, and a capital G play there. 33-25. Cardinals need to prize that ball like it's a diamond. Bounce pass left side. J.J. Malika has it. He turns around, sees no defender, shoots, misses. Rebound put back up by Stropman off glass, under control. He's got 9. And instead of scoring off the turnover, Blooming Prairie turned it right back over, and the Cardinals did score off there as Miller goes down the lane and got a foul on the Cardinals. Like he was going to try that Euro step. Foul's going to be on Elliott Smith, his second. Alex Miller's got 4 points. And he missed the free throw. Man, they have really struggled at the line. They're 3 for 11 in this game. They were 7 of 14 on Thursday night. And it's good. They call it a charity stripe, but it's not too charitable a lot of times. As Rob just single-handedly brings the ball up the floor, passes it out front to Malika. He'll pass it in the corner to Stropman, right side of the hoop, outside the three-point line. He has it stolen away, and the official got it away, but Fieberger ends up maintaining position. It's another turnover. 19 of them. 35-26, Cardinals lead. Jordison drives baseline, had his head down, right under the basket, passes it out to Miller, tries to throw it off Rob, and Rob retrieves it. It's another turnover for Blooming Prairie. So Rob brings it up. They look to trap him. They get it to Smith, right side. Deans open for three. He just missed it. Rebound put back up and in by J.J. Malika. Was in the right place at the right time. Weak side rebound, just kissed it off window, and it's 37-26. Miller gets the high screen from Kittleson. He'll end up coming way out to get the ball. I'm sure the Cardinals don't mind him coming way out there to get the ball. Miller. Kittleson runs all the way to the other side of the lane. Shots rejected by Smith. And Stropman had it, and then Miller tracks it down on the other end of the floor. He looks to bring the ball back up the floor. Passes it on the right side, and Stropman nearly got the pick there. He's fun to watch because he plays hard, man. Kangas is going to check in. I mean, Brady will tell you football is his favorite sport, but he's a competitor, right? He plays hard. He doesn't care what the sport is. He's going to play it hard. 37-26. Getting to the conclusion of our game, we'll have our Malika's Auto Body Crunch Time Faribault Player of the Game. Courtesy of Malika's Auto Body in Faribault. When your vehicle's in crunch time, that's the place to go. They get it on the block to Jordison. He had Deanst on him. Turnaround jumper short. Rebound taken down. Again, good defense by the Cardinals as Rob brings it up. I saw the Timberwolves game last night. Man, oh man, they had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter for a second straight game and lost. In the lane, Malika gets it in the corner. Deanst open triple. It's short. Rebound taken down by Fiebiger. It's an 11-point lead. That's what the Cardinals had at the half, and with 14 and a half minutes to go in the game, they still have the 11-point lead. Miller passes right side. Jordison's three is no good. Rebound taken down by Malika. And he looks to bring it up. They've really done a nice job on Kittleson in this game. Bounce pass goes over to Deanst, out front now to Rob. Gets it back on the block, faking one way, then going the other. And scoring is Riley Kangas, using that muscular football body. Pass goes on the left side, and we got a travel on Fiebiger. That is their 13th turnover. Simmons checks in. Malika sits down for the Cardinals, along with Kangas on the floor with Deanst and Rob. And Stropman, who just inbounded the ball. Rob will bring it up. They're looking to trap him, it appears. He'll get it across. Passes it underneath. Simmons way up. That's what he lives off of. He's got 10 points. You got to love it. 41-26, Miller. Bounce pass goes inside. Knotts goes right to the basket. Nice quick move by Chris Knotts. It's 41-28. Mel, if you're Blooming Prairie, you can't afford to trade buckets here. Pass goes back to Rob. Gets it on the right side to Stropman for three. It's bottom of the net. His second triple. He's got 12, and it's 44-28 Cardinals. Knotts fakes a pass. Gets it out front to Miller. High screen by Kittleson. Here's a shot from long range. It's good. That might have been a moving screen. As Miller scores the triple. It's 44-31. Stropman brings it back the other way. Tries to dump it off. It ends up being turned over. Kittleson goes right down the lane, and we had a offensive foul on Kittleson. He looks to be a little frustrated here. Young man was very good receiver in football. I was told by some Blooming Prairie folks that you didn't need to, if you got it in a zip code, he was going to catch it. Bounce pass goes left side. Shot missed by Smith. King got the rebound back to Smith. Goes up. Missed it. Might have been partially blocked. Kittleson saves the ball as Miller looks to bring it up for Blooming Prairie. They're down by 13, and here's an interception by Strotman. 14 turnovers for Blooming Prairie. Strotman brings the ball up. He'll hand it off to Robb. 12:20 to go. The Cardinals don't need to be in any hurry. Bounce pass goes to King. Reverse layup good. Beautiful pass from Smith to King. Team basketball is fun to watch. So King will go to the free throw line here with a chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way as Feebigger is going to check in, and Jordison's going to check in, and Jacob Knotts is going to check in, and Alex Pillar is going to check in. Kittleson's the only guy that remains on the floor. Charles King's free throw, no good. Rebound taken down by Jordison. That was the Cardinals' first free throw shot this half. They're 5 for 10 from the line. Here's a three by Knotts. It's no good. Came up short. Jordison gets a rebound, back up. It's no good, and a foul is going to be called, I think, on Smith. It's Elliott's third, and at the free throw line is going to be Colin Jordison, the junior. He's got one field goal, a triple in the game. He's got the powder blue tennies. Swish. J.J. Malika checks in for Elliott Smith. And he makes the second one. King looks to bring the ball up. Robb, there was some contact, no call there. Pass goes in the left corner. Malika Strotman was wide open calling for the ball. They didn't get him the ball. They turned it over again. And then Blooming Prairie turned it right back over. 46-33 is the score. Robb will pass it right side to King. Posting up is Simmons. And they're going to throw, Strotman was coming back door, but he overthrew it. Cardinals have 22 turnovers in this game, and they're up by 13, 46-33. 15 turnovers by Blooming Prairie. So it hasn't exactly been a, clinic or anything. But they're both playing hard. You got to love it. Kittleson passes it across the floor. Jordison telling his teammate to go to the bucket. Pass goes in the corner to Knotts, and Kittleson trying to post up here. Pass is intercepted by Robb. He comes back the other way, throws it ahead to King. King, that was a nice catch while he was running, and he missed the layup. Rebound taken down by Blooming Prairie. They go back the other way. Pass is stolen away. Robb came out of nowhere. It's hard to keep track of these turnovers. Simmons missed a layup. Gee, that's not common. Kittleson gets a rebound. He'll get it ahead to his teammate Pillar. Pillar brings it across with the rainbow tennies. Passes it on the left side. Feebigger. Top of the key. Jordison was open for a three for an instant. Now they get it back out front to Feebigger. Swings it right side to Knotts. 46-33, Cardinals lead it. We're approaching 10 minutes to go in the game. Jordison, Feebigger rolls to the basket. Good team basketball there too. That's Feebigger's first basket. It's 46-35. Bounce pass King left side. Now here's a Strotman three. It's an air ball. Rebound put back up off glass. And it's good by guess who? Simmons. He just knows how to use the window. He's the glass man. Pass on the right side to Knotts. I'm going to start calling him that. Knotts goes to the basket, misses it, but he'll go to the free throw line. Yeah. They called the foul on Simmons. His third. Knotts rims off the free throw. This is Jacob Knotts. Robb, Simmons, and Stropman are going to check out. Cardinals have maintained the 13-point lead that they've had most of this half, 9:42 to go. He makes the second one. Cardinals have only been to the free throw line once this half. It's 48-36, 9:40 to go in this one. Cardinals trying to pick up their first win in the league. Pass goes down to, that was not a good pass. It's intercepted. Here's a lob pass underneath. That was not a good pass either. But Prairie still maintains possession. Pillar's going to inbound the ball. He's got Dienst on him. He lobs it into Kittleson. Kittleson in the lane. They're going to call foul on King, I think. Came away and knocked the ball, but he got some arm in the process, I guess. I wasn't there. That's what the official says. This is Kittleson's first trip to the free throw line, and he missed. The other night against Kenyon Wanamingo, well, I didn't bring that score sheet out, but I seem to recall he was at the line a fair amount. He missed the second one. And their free throw shooting for the Awesome Blossoms is, well, not quite awesome. Kangas is on the right wing, gets it out front. Malika, guarded by Pillar, goes to his left. He'll pass it over to Dienst. There's about 9:05 to go. They're up by 12. They don't need to be in any hurry. Donker's out front to King. King will pass it on the left side. Ball got knocked away, and a foul is going to be called, I think, on Jordison. Collins third. 8:59 to go. Dienst will inbound it underneath the Cardinal basket. They're going left to right in the red, black, and white. Spin move by Malika. Missed the layup. Rebound's taken down by Knotts. This is Jacob. Passes it on the right side to Jordison. Pillar popped out. They didn't get him the ball. Knocked away by King, but he gets it back to Jordison. Moving Prairie. And King knocked it away again, and they call the foul on him. This is third. So Smith will check in. King will sit down. Robb will check in. And Kangas will sit down. The Cardinals up by 12. I've been the most impressed with their defense. Pass comes out front. They get it on the block. Nice quick move to the basket. And a rejection by Donkers. Wow. That'll make the highlight reel. Robb dribbles one way, spins the other in the lane, shoots the shot, and it wouldn't go off glass. Rebound taken down by Jordison. He'll baseball pass it out to Knotts. Over to Feebigger. 48-36. Knotts to Pillar. Kittleson has spent a lot of time away from the basket. Here's a shot by Kittleson as he drove to the basket. Missed it. Rebound taken out by Robb. He does appear to be a little frustrated. Cardinals doing a nice job being physical with a physical player. Robb loses the ball, but Smith ends up with it, and he passes it in the corner to Donkers for three, and it's no good. Rebound goes off of, oh my, they say it's off of Dienst. Dienst and Kittleson were both going for it. Stropman will check in for Donkers. Still plenty of time in this game, 7:42 to go. I'm sure that's what Blooming Prairie's Coach Pillar is saying, Nate. But this Blooming Prairie team is averaging 45 a game, and they got 36 right now. And the Cardinals have more than 45. As Miller passes it on the right side, it's 48-36. Bethlehem Academy leads. You're in tune to KDHL AM, Faribault, Minnesota. Southern Minnesota sports leader for over 7 decades. Pass in the corner. As in the game is Larkowski, the senior for Blooming Prairie. Pass in the corner. Jordison's three is no good. Rebound taken out. Nice box out again. Kittleson has not had many rebounds in this game. They've really done a nice job boxing him out. Robb gets it on the left side. Strotman gets it inside. You know, that's not such a little thing that doesn't get a lot of play. That's the box outs. Missing the shot was Rob, and he really takes a tumble on the floor. I hope he's okay. Going to be a Fee-Bigger foul. He gets up, okay. Man, oh man, the way he hit the floor, I was checking to make sure he's got all his teeth. Man, that had to hurt. I've taken some tumbles like that back in my day when I was a young lad. I know that's hard to believe, but one time I was a young lad. Pass comes on the right wing to Smith. Smith's being guarded by Kittleson. There's a steal by Miller and deflected by Dienst. In the corner, Jordison's in trouble, drives baseline, and he dribbled out of bounds. It's not hard to do here. That's the 8th turnover this half by Blooming Prairie. 8 turnovers by BA2. Smith missed the layup. Rebound taken on by Fee-Bigger. 48-36, Cardinals lead with 6.5 minutes to go. Fee-Bigger, left side, gets the ball to Larkowski. He's going to stop, pop a triple. It's no good. Rebound, well, Jordison had it, and then he fell down, and the ball went off his hand. Well, I watched that game to the bitter end. They had turnover by Rubio, and like 2 of the last 3 possessions they had the ball. And tit-for-tat turnover on the other end here. Bringing the ball up is going to be Malika. Guarded by Fee-Bigger. Gets away with that subtle push-off as Donkers back to Malika. Donkers will swing it over to Dienst. They get it to Strotman in the lane. Shoots and scores. Key in any sport, you got to play with confidence. Here's a shot off glass by Kittleson, and he scores for the first time since early in the game. And the Cardinals are hoping that he doesn't get hot. Kittleson makes the three-point play the old-fashioned way. That foul was called on J.J. Malika. So Rob will bring the ball up, being checked by Larkowski. Cardinals need to be careful with the ball here. Nothing could give this lead away quicker than turnovers. Pass to Malika, thinks about a 3, gets it over to Strotman. He'll take the 3 and bury it. Talk about a big shot. 53-39. Right side, Larkowski stops. He's double-teamed, gets it out front. Open shot from 3 is no good by Blooming Prairie. That was Jordison who missed it. Rob being guarded by Miller. Dribbles left side of the lane, passes it out front. Open 3, it's bottom of the net, a swish for Malika. He's got 8, it's 56-39. We're approaching 5 minutes to go in the game. Pass goes on the block, and Fee-Bigger turns the basket, and they call a hold, I think, here. Well, they call push. Like more of a hold than a push. It's a foul, nevertheless. Simmons' 4th. And he missed the free throws. Racehorse on the other end, Cardinals. 56-39. 4:50 to go, Cardinals lead. When do you let the air out of the ball? Driving baseline is Strotman, gets it on the left side to Rob. Rob directing traffic, now dribbles left. Nice pass underneath to Simmons. He'll go up, off glass, and he scores! The guy is incredible off the window. Here's a shot up and no good. Rebound taken on by Kangas. Simmons has 14 points, and every one of them is in the paint. Down the lane goes Kittleson. He missed it. Rebound taken out again. Kangas had his big body in front of him, and he couldn't get over it. And here comes another turnover by the Cardinals. Pass is deflected by Stropman, and they're going to say an offensive foul, I think, on Fiebiger. It is. .38-39 is our score here. Bethlehem Academy leading Blooming Prairie. Gopher Conference boys basketball action. Last night, the Cardinal girls gave Blooming Prairie a good game, and Blooming Prairie stayed ranked. Bounce pass on the baseline. Here's a three left side. It's no good by Rob. Coming back up is Kittleson. Kittleson, when he gets his head down, he's going to the bucket, and they call an offensive foul on him. And that's his fourth. I don't know that. Well, they're putting on full court pressure. They have to here. 3:44 to go, and they threw it away. Well, they got it back, and they threw it away again. Man, oh man. As that might have been a travel that wasn't called. Here's a pass underneath, and Fiebiger gets a layup. Man, oh man. Keeping track of the turnovers. We had a whistle here, timeout. Cardinals are going to have the ball and inbound it, up by 17 with 3:27 to go. The full court pressure put in. Malika gets the ball, lets everybody come up the floor. Fiebiger's on him with 4 fouls. He tries to get the steal, and I think he just fouled out of the game. They called it on Fiebiger, who turns to his coach and goes, "Me?" He ends up with 5 points. Cole Christensen will check back in. He's a senior. So Malik is at the free throw line. He's not been there yet tonight. Makes the first. That's his 9th point. If he makes this, he'll be in double digits. He missed it. Rebound taken down. Kittleson has it. He's got 4 fouls. Passes it out front to Miller. Baseline, Christensen goes. Missed the bunny. Simmons kind of made him alter his shot. We got a tie-up. Possession arrow goes to Blooming Prairie. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Looks like the Cardinals are going to win this barometer game. I call it a barometer game because they lost by 21 last time they played. Kittleson turns it over. And Robb will pass it to Stropman. Stropman will dribble to his right, goes right to the basket, missed the shot, rebound Simmons. Guess what? Off window. 61-41. Boy, if you could teach every kid to do that, use the glass. Jordison goes to the basket, and we're going to have a blocking foul. Trying to take the charges. Rob. Which is very courageous on his part because he nearly lost a tooth earlier. 61-41. Cardinals lead it, and the free throw is missed by Jordison. And I tell you what, the free throws in the second half haven't been any better than they were in the first for Blooming Prairie. They were 3 of 10 in the first half. They shot 11, and they made 4 this half, and now 12, and they've made 4. 61-41. Cardinals are going to win this game, pick up their 2nd win in a row, and win their first conference contest. And right, you want to be playing good come playoff time. Robb gets the ball, reverse layup, scores. 63-41. Kittleson passes left side. Stropman nearly got the steal. Again, still playing hard. You know, you could put it in cruise control. There's no such thing for Brady Strotman. Just plays hard. Well, Prairie's going to bring a bunch of subs in the game here. Let's see, we got Pillar back in the game. We got both of the Knott's boys are in. And Strotman nearly got the steal, and he's going to get a foul. Like I say, he's not going to just sit back. As at the free throw line is Jacob Knotts. He's 1 for 2. One of the Knotts twins. Both on the floor together here. Free throw's good. He'll have another. 2 minutes, 4 seconds to go in this game. Very impressive win for the Cardinals. He made them both. Well, let's see if we can get a win for the boys hockey team tonight. They take on Albert Lee. Pass across the lane, layup is good. Malika's in double figures for the layup. Got 11 points, and it's 65-43. Lob pass on the block to Knotts. Knotts goes toward the basket. Nice quick shot by Chris Knotts. He's got 11. That's 7 of those in the first half. It's 65-45 with 90 seconds to go in the game. Robb in the red lane, kicks it left side to Malika. He'll bring it back out top. You don't need to be in a hurry here. Got the 20-point lead. Handoff goes to Strotman. Bounces it back in the lane. Robb goes to the basket, scores, and he's fouled. Nice pass. Foul's going to be on Notch. Jacob, his third. Malika's going to sit down, and Kangas is back in the game. So Cade Robb at the charity stripe, where he's 5 of 6, misses. Rebound taken out by Strotman, back up, he misses, and a foul is going to be called. It's going to be on Larkowski, Luke Larkowski, the senior, as Strotman missed the free throw. Cardinals are 5 of 9 in the first half. They're 1 for 5 this half. He makes the second one. 18 for Strotman, who checks out. Simmons has 16, the junior, coming off the bench. All those layups. They still count as points. We had another foul called. Been a long last 2 minutes. Called it on Donkers. His first free throw almost didn't make it to the basket. Christensen misses. Deans will sit down. Simmons will sit down. Simmons again with 16 points on all layups. Makes the second free throw. 68-46. A minute to go in the game. As bringing the ball up the floor is Hunter Dillon to get it to King out front. Bounces it in the lane to Donkers. Shoots the shot. Misses. Rebound taken on by Kangas. He was fouled, no call, but he gets the layup anyway. Kangas has 4. 70-46. Knotts. Boy, he is. They're going to count the basket and say he was fouled. He's really good around the basket. He's got 13 points. Also checking in for the Cardinals will be Aaron Huerta. He's a 6'2 freshman. 70-48. 31.8 seconds. Knott's free throw is good. But a really nice game for the Awesome Blossoms, 7 in each half. It's 70-49. As Hudson Dillon, the 6-foot freshman, brought it up. Hunter Dillon is a 5'6" junior. Huerta had it and lost it. Coming back the other way, it's stolen by the Cardinals. Actually, he threw it too far ahead. Huerta, with 6 seconds, is going to bounce it out front. They're going to say, it's not taking any shots. Final score, 70-49.